on this ship, rocking back and forth. Drew, you managed to not vomit, which is amazing to everyone else who is just utterly seasick. I'm kidding.
So it's like guys are a bunch of sissies.
And you take the ship a day south of Colin Grove to a land that comes out, and they let you off. One of the men who's letting you off says, remarks to you, "Why this part of land? Where are you going? It's nothing but swamp and nastiness here."
Trust me, if you wouldn't want to go, you wouldn't want to know where we're going to because it's nothing pleasant. But thank you for the trip so far. This was most helpful.
Yeah, well, you be careful then. You escort you off the ship, and almost immediately just closes it up, and they start heading off. They start preparing to head back off.
All right. Well, the land in this area is not to my deepest of knowledge, though. According to the maps that I've looked at, there should be a way we can follow the coast roughly and make our way to the hold.
You note that you notice that following the coast is kind of strange. There's no real there's no big beachheads here. It's just really sort of seawater that just goes into marsh. So you're really just trekking along swampy seawater. It's very, very nasty.
If I can, I'd like to use a nature check to see if we can't find the safest path through this area.
Okay.
17.
You're able to find small patches of dry land that you can walk on. That basically follows what you would assume to be some kind of coastline, although it does smell of swamp and nastiness. It's safer than you feel it's safer than just trekking directly through the swamp.
Alright, I'm also going to take lead and do a perception check to see if I can spot anything coming ahead as we continue walking. Every so often point out my spyglass to look ahead.
Okay.
I'm back, sir.
Do you need me to roll perception for that?
No, I got your natural. Unless you want to do that, but your natural's pretty good. You spend the next couple of days trekking through here, and eventually, actually, hang on. You spend the next day trekking through the swamp when nightfall descends upon you. I don't know if you want to set up camp or you want to keep going or what.
I mean, I'd prefer to go faster, but I'm obviously not the majority of the party, so.
Well, we have to rest at some point. I mean, whatever you feel like is the safest spot to camp around here, I'll trust you on.
Yeah, is this all just marshland, or am I able to spot an area where we could set up an actual camp?
You're not gonna be able to set up a traditional camp where you're all sort of jutted around a campfire, but there are patches of dry land where you guys would be able to sleep individually, at least, or you can all sleep, or you can sleep on this semi sort of road, but you'd be sleeping in a weird sort of line.
Mm.
I think it would be best if we're not isolated from each other.
Yeah, in order to get separated.
Okay, so how do you...
Alright, it sounds like we're staying tonight, so you guys want to sleep in the line, or we're going to try the patches of ground? How far are the patches of ground from each other?
I can draw it for you on the map.
Alright.
The patches of ground would be, hang on, let me draw the boxes here. They would be roughly this. This one here, here, there. Oh, that's too big, excuse me.
They're quite far apart.
There, and you guys are roughly following the straight one here, where it didn't show up at all, where it's not showing up at all, because it hates me. Alright, so it doesn't want to show up. That's cool, whatever.
Right, well, I assume it's on the left then, or on the right? Okay, that one right there.
Yeah, that's more or less the straight thing, a line you're sort of following.
Alright, so if one of us stayed up here... Actually, wait, no. If these are the patches, then we can all stay in one big square. Mm-hmm. We'd still be extremely cramped together, but at least we wouldn't be separated.
Right. The only thing is, if you do get it encountered during the night, everything that's not the straight line is considered difficult terrain.
Okay, I'm actually fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a way to help us out if that situation should arise.
Should I wise?
I'm a
Wise
rabbit.
very, very carefully.
I'm a bunny.
No, you're not. I could be.
Yeah, it is. Dogville proved it.
But yeah, this I think is the best route, and I'd like to try a kind of a system of watch where instead of having 2 people as the entire watch, how about we set it up so each person has to do certain hours, and those hours cross into each other. That way we can get it done quicker.
Yeah.
So have one person up for 2 hours and another person up for 2 hours, but 2 of those, like an hour within those 2 shifts, coincide.
So in total, we would have 6 hours.
Yeah,
As long as in total you have 6 hours.
Right, if we're, yeah.
It's fine with me.
I'll take first. We need the elves for the night. Humans.
I'll take the last shift. That's fine.
I'll take the third.
I'll take second.
All right, then I guess I get fourth.
Okay, 1 second.
In the middle of the night.
Okay, who's on the 3rd shift again?
That's me.
Chris.
Okay, Chris. During your shift, you notice you hear a very loud sound coming through the swamp. It sounds almost as if it's a very large, multi-legged thing, sort of walking through the water. It's making lots of splish-splashy type sounds as it goes through the water.
Alright, I'm gonna wake up the rest of the party and say, it appears we're not alone. Something's in the water.
Which map are we on, Jason?
Hang on, I'll center everyone. Enforce my current map, alright?
If I use a perception, could I tell where the sound seems to be coming from, like on our position on the map?
Yeah, you can. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna light the. I'm gonna move Drew over here. I'll light the. I need to put in a thingamabob for your fire. I have to. Light's gonna play into this since it's the 3rd shift. Light source, D20. Let's give you a lamp radius. And view, show lights. I don't know if you show light sources. I don't care about that. Map. Vision, night. There you go. It's actually really, really wide. That's not as wide as I wanted it. I'm sorry. Candle would be better, I think. There we go. Now it's more creepy this way.
Eek!
Ooh.
You were able to tell that it's coming from the northwest of you.
Am I able to tell how far? Like an estimate?
You estimate it to be about 35 to 40 feet away.
Alright. That's not a lot of distance. Alright, then I'm going to give us the initiative on this and make sure that we all have proper mobility.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my utility power Safe Passage, which is a close burst 5 for everybody. Until the end of the encounter, we ignore difficult terrain and we all gain a +2 bonus to speed.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. So I'm then going to draw my weapons and see if I can continue listening to see where it is.
Alright. At that point, I'd say you guys should all roll your initiatives.
Alright. 13. Damn.
23!
Go ahead and add them to the list while you're doing that.
18.
9.
Give me a sec, guys.
Denora, you're such a derp.
So,
Well,
I don't see how you can say that. She goes before me.
Shh.
At the very least, we all have our bonus, so we can at least move through this area. That is a daily power, I should note. Daily utility.
Yeah.
That is a nice utility.
Yeah, it's extremely helpful in this situation.
Jason,
That's initiative?
To Jason, I should also note that I'm an aspect of the Soaring Hawk. That's
Okay.
like what I naturally stand in. So that's +2 to perception, +2 to speed, and I don't take partial cover or concealment penalties, and a -2 instead of a full total for superior cover and total concealment.
Okay.
what was my armor? Is it just +1 defensive?
Double checking for you. Yeah, your magic is just magic armor +1, so it's enhancement +1 AC.
Yeah, it's the
Enchantment.
same as what I've got before.
You got drained of a lot of gold just for that. You really
Wait, you already had plate armor +1?
You got
But he
stolen off
lost
me?
it because
Oh, okay. It's like, we went through all that trouble, you didn't bother to check if the enchantment was stronger?
384.8.
He's just gonna keep reminding you of that number. All right, so at this point, Kathleen, you're very, very, very aware that this is in fact a spider, a very large, very angry spider that is descending upon you.
Spider. I love how he just laughs.
Oh god, please let it attack Donora!
And you also notice that it seems to have no trouble traversing through the swamp.
I thought you said it was coming from the northwest.
It did.
Is that...
Oh, it's fast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fast as fuck. It came from up here.
Oh! That's like 10 move. That's okay, yeah.
That's a 12 move, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh shit in the basket.
Am I able to roll another perception to find out if it's alone?
Yeah, go ahead.
14, not a very good one.
As you track the movement with your ears, you sense that it is alone. Whatever this is, you think it is probably the alpha male of whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
Spiders have alpha males?
I don't know.
These ones do.
They have queens.
It spits, as its move, it spits at you, Dother, since you're the closest.
Ah!
It spits a web at you. This is versus your reflex.
Okay.
Yeah, one second.
Please roll it.
32.
Shit!
Its web covers you, and you are immobilized until the end of its next turn.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it's its turn. John, it's your turn.
Well, since I'm not slowed or anything. 1, 2, 3. Horror.
Hello.
Horror.
Oh, Harrow.
Let's see. Doopy doopy doop. No. I will go with my encounter power, Rain of Blows.
It blows.
Does it have a little spider tuba?
25 to hit.
To
This is
AC?
AC.
You miss.
Miss.
Ah!
29. That's crit versus AC.
Versus, you crit. Yeah, you hit it.
Yep. And then 11. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
So the one hit I actually made was that one. So it's just D10. It's just 10 damage.
Okay. Drew, your turn.
And I'll be right back.
Lovely. Okay. I have a hand crossbow in one hand. I have the cookery in the other. I am going to do tactical trick. I am simply going to take a step, and since the Blade Spider has someone adjacent to it as an ally, I have combat advantage against it, so I'm just going to do a combat advantage shot with the crossbow, which should be critical hit.
Wow, nice.
So maximize both the crossbow damage, which would be 12, and then maximize sneak attack, which would be another 12, so 24 damage.
Jesus Christ. Ah! Didn't like that.
Oh,
It's not happy.
Yeah.
Kathleen.
good thing we've gotten those 2 natural 20s, though. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to hit this thing.
Well, like I said, this is why Thief is nice to crit. Like, oh look,
7, and then 8. So I'm
The
going to move
crossbow.
behind the spider.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with my rapier at first. 24 against AC.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Mhm.
I'm going to use Elven Accuracy to reroll it. 26.
You hit.
Okay.
Well, now we know what its AC is.
Alright, hold on a second. That's going to be +1. So I do 10 damage